Today I'm working on Princess Chloe, and I want to reroot her because somebody did this poor lady dirty and gave her a haircut, and it just really doesn't work with all this poof up above. At least I don't feel it does. You need the length down below to balance it, and she has very long hair. I do have another one. I am not 100% crazy about these darker pieces in here. They almost have a reddish brown tone to them. Not my favorite. Now, this is my first experience rooting a Bratz doll. I have tons of experience rooting reborn dolls, more than I'd like to have, and let me tell you, it is very hard on your hands rooting dolls. Repetitive hand motion, it is not good for you. Take a break, stretch your hands, use compression gloves. You need to take breaks with it, even if you're young, okay? It's very, very hard on your hands. But I'm going to try some different things today. I did place an order from dollrestore.com, and I have to tell you, they were terrific. I love places that ship right away, which they did. And I got myself a rooting tool here. And it does have a little bulb up here on the handle to make things easier on your hands, so you have a little bigger of a grip than just a pencil grip. Also, there are little forked needles that go in here, and I've never used these before. The rooting needles that we used in Reborn were actually felting needles, and they have barbs along with the pins. So the object there is to just grab a few tiny hairs in and put in at a time, and it looks great if you know what you're doing. Other people, you know, if you don't know what you're doing, it kind of look like they rooted them with a fork, I always said. But if you get those just few hairs at a time, it looks very, very natural. And also you have to insert it at an angle to get that hair to lay nicely. The other thing I bought from them are actual needles that you can root with, and these might work the best for me. They look like they're 4-inch needles to me. And it's just like a sewing needle, except it's much longer and thinner, and then the hair is inserted up here in the eye and pulled through. These are the two colors I got. I'm wanting to redo a Jade. I saw a gorgeous one online, and I just fell in love with her, that someone had rerooted, which is what prompted me to do this. She was, gosh, what was the name? It escapes me now, but anyway, the original doll was like, yeah, kind of blah, meh, I thought, but the rerooted one was just fantastic. So I got this black, number 73, and that doll isn't here yet, so we're going to start with Chloe. Instead, I also got this cashmere blonde, which I really love the color, and it looks like it has a little bit of variance in it. It's very light, which is the color I really like. I am a little prejudiced. I do like blonde hair really well. I don't know. My dad used to say I was an extremist. So we go from light blonde to black. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. I had this so fast, it was just literally hard to believe. I mean, my head about spun how quickly it came. So I love that with a company. Thank you. I do so appreciate it. I've grabbed a pair of just regular old angled tweezers here, because I don't know how this is going to go with removing the plug. Also, I'm thinking if you wanted to warm up this head a little bit, you know, by boil washing the hair before trying to pull out those plugs, that might help. But right now we're just going to cut off her hair, is going to be the first step. I also have two different pairs here of jeweler's pliers. There's another little hobby of mine that I make little jewelry pieces sometimes. And anyway, there's the curved ones and the straight ones, so I don't know what would work better, but we'll see, because this is a whole new adventure. Ooh, I'm throwing stuff today. Also, I have these snips, and I think this might work well to cut off the hair, because that's the first step, is all this hair has to be cut off. And then we would pull the plugs out. Also, I have these scissors These are Roseline shears. I've bought them a long time ago. They're very old. I used them and it looks like they need a cleanup. Sorry about that. But let's see if they still make this sound. If you can. They have a very clean sound when you swipe those blades. Anyway, these ones have a curved blade and I love it because when you do a cut, it's very rare. I'm not a hairstylist, okay, true confession, but I have groomed a lot of dogs in my day, standard poodles and Afghan hounds, and you don't generally want a straight line across. It looks like a chop. So this helps you in that it gives you a slightly curved cut just by the use. Here, let's just see if we can demonstrate a bit here. Just by the use of these scissors, and it looks so much better than just chopping. I'm watching myself on the camera and missing the hair, so don't mind. Okay, but I don't know. I just think that looks a whole lot better. Let's comb it out and maybe do it again so we have a better cut. Here. Anyway, these used to run about $75 on Amazon, and as I said, I've probably had like 10 or 15 years, so I'm sure that the price has gone up. But anyway, I like the way it cuts. But I'm thinking to get down to really close here without hurting any of the painting or anything. We may be better off with these snips. All right, here we go, lady. It's bald time. Okay, so that really does seem to take it down tight. Such a shame because this doll is in really excellent condition. You know, the painting looks nice and fresh. She came to me so clean, and just her hair is a hot mess. All right. I'm just going to use this tool then and chop to my heart's content for a while, and then I'll be back and we'll see what we can do about removing the little bits that it leaves behind.